Good morning, students. Let us today start chapter number 5, periodic classification of elements. This is the last chapter of chemistry section, right? So, you know about the elements, compounds, mixtures. In 9th standard you learnt about it. And the matter around us is present in the form of either elements, mixture or compounds, right? And it contains one type of element. Every element contain only one type of atoms. Now you know how many elements are discovered till today? Total 118 elements are till today we know. They are known, and out of them 98 are natural elements and remaining 20 are man-made, means artificial elements. So in short we can say that total known number of elements today is 118. Okay, so all these elements having different properties, and the 98 are natural occurring. So day by day new elements are discovered and added to the periodic table. Classification was made, arranged in order. When I was a student at that time 92 were natural, right? And 114 were discovered. But now the new number, that is day by day, that is added and discoveries are made. You know, science is non-stop one type of subject, means कभी भी वो खत्म होने वाला नहीं, नए नए इन्वेंशन आते हैं, ऐड होते हैं, right? So scientists gathered more and more information about these properties of these elements and how to organize them, how to arrange them. That is very difficult task. So first of all, the scientists, on the basis of the chemical properties, the elements were classified. Now you know that the living things like plants and animals, in 9th standard you learnt how they were classified, and on the basis of their physical properties, then chemical, then their suppose we come across the instances of organization based on some properties. For example, in a shop, suppose soaps we have to arrange. So there are so many types of soaps we find: bathing soap, washing soap, and they are kept together at one place. While you know biscuits, so biscuits also some different taste and different type of biscuits and companies. So these soaps means they are stacked separately from washing and the washing soap and bathing soap. So scientists made several attempts to classify the elements according to their properties and obtain an orderly arrangement out of these charts. Now this attempt to classify the elements resulted in grouping them. That is known. So you know elements, they are classified in two types: metals and non-metals. Metallic elements means those who possess the properties of metals. In previous 3rd chapter you learned the metals and non-metals. So first the elements were classified into the metals and non-metals, and then their properties. Now first of all, the elements were based on their chemical properties. They were classified. So how many scientists they worked for it? Today we discuss about the Daubernier's triad law. Now in 1817, the John Wolfgang Dauberner, a German chemist, tried to arrange all these elements with similar properties into group. He identified some group having 3 elements. Triad means 3. So 3 elements were arranged according to their chemical properties, and that is called triad. So Dauberner showed that when these elements in triad were written in the order of increasing atomic mass. Increasing atomic mass. So they were arranged in increasing order of their atomic mass, and the middle element was roughly the average of atomic mass of other two elements. Means the sum of the atomic mass of first and third element and divided by 2, then it was the atomic mass of second element. Now for example, take a triad consisting of lithium, sodium and potassium. So these three elements were taken respect their masses. They were 6.9 means approx 7, and this is 23 for sodium and 39 for potassium. Now adding all first and third means 6.9 plus 39 divided by 2. So you will get the answer if you add these two values, 6 plus 9, 15, 45.9, then divided by, so approximate it is 23, and that is the atomic mass of sodium. Is it clear? So here one of the example is given, and here some groups of 3 elements they are given and arranged downwards in order of increasing atomic mass. So according to the Dauberners, can you find these groups in Dauberner? Now group A, group B and group C are given. So in group A, nitrogen, phosphorus and arsenium is given. Group B, calcium, strontium, barium is given. And group C, chlorine, bromine and iodine are given. Now first of all, in group A, you add 14 plus 74.9 and divide it by 2. Is it 31? Then it is arranged as per order. And in group B, you add 40.1 plus 137.3 divided by 2. Is it 87.6? If yes or no, you add and try yourself. Now third, group C, chlorine and iodine, 35.5 plus 126.9 divided by 2. If you are getting the answer around 80, means this group is fitting. Now you will find that the group B and C from Daubernier triad, Daubernier could identify only 3 triads from the elements known at that time. Hence this system of classification in triad was not found to be useful. So you know, and you know the history of these Dauberners from 1780 to 1849. John Kolberg Daubernier studied as a pharmacist at Munchberg in Germany and then studied chemistry at the Strasbourg. Eventually became a professor of chemistry and pharmacy at the University of Jena. Dauberner made the first observations on platinum as a catalyst and discovered similar triads of element, which led to the development of periodic table of elements. Now see the table number 5.2. Now lithium, sodium, potassium. Then second, calcium, strontium, barium. Number 3, chlorine, bromine and iodine. These 3 groups are given. These triads were given by only the Dauberner, and other triads were not satisfied. So this system was failed. Okay. Tomorrow we shall discuss the another method.